Hello everyone, factoring today's second video. So the weekend forecast for today's second video. As always on a Saturday, we're having a detailed look at the weather for the week ahead. And it's going to be generally a mild week to come. In fact, around Tuesday through to early Wednesday, it will turn exceptionally mild. We're going to bring some air up from the Bahamas, can you believe? And we could see temperatures lifting up into the mid-teens Celsius quite widely across the country, maybe even higher in one or two places with a bit of a phone effect. Later in the week, temperatures will fall back. They'll go back nearer to what you would expect in the early part of January. It's going to be quite unsettled at times as well, particularly for northern and west parts of the country. That said, the south and southeast will have a lot of dry weather up to the middle part of the week anyway. So I'll get on that for you very shortly, just to say that the January month-ahead forecast has been released. It's not a terribly good watch if you want some cold and snow, but have a look at the January forecast anyway, see what that's predicting. And then later on this afternoon, we've got a week to 10-day video update coming up on the homepage, including all of the regular features. The websites that we're using for weekend forecast coming from website.de and theweatherout.com. We're beginning though with the radar picture at Gav's WeatherVid. So this is how the radar looks at the moment. Lots of dry weather across the country, although we have had some showery bursts of rain for northern and western parts of Scotland. One or two showers around northwest England, West Wales, southwest England. Most central and eastern parts of the country though have been dry. And it's a little bit more in way of sunny spells around compared to recent days as well, so there is a rather brighter sort of feel across many parts of the country. Here's today's synoptic pressure chart. So high pressure is dominating still, really. Its position is to our south. This is a classic sort of what we call a Bartlett type situation, with high pressure sitting over France, Spain and Portugal. That's named after the late Paul Bartlett, forecaster from Rutland. By the way. So, anyway, we've got an area of high pressure sitting across France. Low pressure is out to the northwest, and in the far northwest there's a weather front that's producing a showery burst of rain with this southwesterly wind. So, for the rest of today, we're going to keep further showery rain going for western parts of Scotland, maybe northern Scotland too. Generally more in way of cloud the further north and west you go. The brightest, sunniest spells will be further south and southeast generally, but there will be exceptions to that rule as well. Temperatures today ranging somewhere from around 8 to 12. 12 is 54 in Fahrenheit, so quite a mild day coming up. In fact, very mild, really, when you compare and think what the weather could be like on the 4th of January. Although it will feel a little bit on the cool side in that breeze, particularly in the north and the west. Overnight tonight, very little change. The winds freshen across northern parts of the country. Map will see perhaps a little bit more in way of rain across northwest Scotland. That might pep up a little bit there. Otherwise, showery rain for western Scotland and Northern Ireland. And many other parts of the country have a dry night. The clearest spells will be in the south and southeast, closest area of high pressure. It might get quite chilly there, perhaps a touch of ground frost. Temperature going down to 2 or 3 degrees in the southeast. But in the north and west, it will be a mild night tonight. Then going to Sunday, and high pressure is still dominating to the south. Low pressure is developing out to the north and west, more in way of a west-southwest wind for the north of the country. So quite a cloudy day. Excuse me, quite a cloudy day for Scotland, Northern Ireland. Maybe the rain pepping up through the morning, becoming quite heavy and persistent across the north and west of Scotland as it gradually pushes northwards. Many other western parts of the country will have quite a lot of clouds, so northwest England, West Wales, southwest England too, probably quite a bit of cloud there, maybe odd drizzly bit and piece coming through. But the emphasis is still on mainly dry weather really for Sunday, especially across more southern, central and eastern parts of the country. And again, that's where the best of the bright and sunny spells will be down in the southeast. Temperatures tomorrow ranging from around 7 to 11 degrees. And then we bring an area of low pressure in off the Atlantic for Monday with a weather front as well. So Monday starts off mainly dry, bright with sunny spells, but cloud and outbreaks of rain in the west will spread eastwards across the country through the day. Some of that rain will be quite heavy for Scotland, Northern Ireland and Northern England, also for northern parts of Wales. But going further south of that, through rest of Wales, the Midlands, East Anglia, central southern England and down in the southwest too, I think the rain will become quite patchy in nature to be honest, rather showery. And in fact, in the far southeast, it may not amount to very much at all through the course of Monday. And then brighter skies follow that band of rain in from the Atlantic for western parts of the country. Temperatures will be ranging from around 7 to 11 degrees once again, so despite the rain and quite a brisk west-southwest wind, at least it will be mild. And then we're going to Tuesday, which could well be an exceptionally mild day. It's also going to be a windy day. You can see from the tightly packed isobars, we've got strong winds. They could well gust up to gale force around western coasts and hills, especially northwest Scotland, parts of northwest England, Northern Ireland. Wouldn't be too surprised to see gusts up to 60 miles an hour perhaps in some of those areas. So it'll be a windy old day and a lot of cloud coming in with these west-southwesterlies too. But look at the upper air temperatures. They are remarkably mild on Tuesday. We've got a 10 Celsius isotherm there, in fact more than 10 Celsius at 850 HPA, pushing across the country in those west-southwesterlies. So it is going to be a very mild day indeed. Lots of cloud around on Tuesday, and there will be showery bursts of rain as well, particularly in the northern half of the country. So outbreaks of rain for Scotland, some for Northern Ireland, maybe around Irish Sea coast too. Many southern, southeastern parts of the country will stay dry. As we've already established, it is a windy day, but it's remarkably mild with temperatures widely between around 10 and 15 degrees Celsius. 15 is 59 Fahrenheit, and there could be a bit of phone effect here. I'm not sure how much there will be for Scotland though, because there will be these outbreaks of rain even push across the eastern side of Scotland, so that may just have a slight dampening effect on the temperature. But if we manage to pull off a bit of phone effect on Tuesday, I wouldn't rule out temperatures maybe going to 16, 17 degrees, something like that. Extraordinarily mild for the 7th of January. But there's a bit of doubt about that phone effect, because where it's most likely to happen, which is across eastern Scotland, there will be outbreaks of rain, which could well limit the temperature a little bit. But it's going to be a very mild day, and maybe feeling quite humid, especially in more southern and eastern parts of the country. Into Wednesday, we'll then go into a rather cooler, fresh air mass. However, there will be a very mild night on Tuesday night, so temperatures will be remarkably mild there, and a band of patchy rain will move southwards and eastwards across the country on Tuesday night. The last of that will clear away from the south early on Wednesday, and then Wednesday it'll be a case of a lot of dry weather. Actually, we're on a slight bump of high pressure, so there will be dry weather, plenty of bright or sunny spells. Temperatures will start to lower though. We'll start to see the temperature probably dropping throughout the day. So in the southeast, for example, we may start off at a remarkably mild 12, 13 degrees, but by the end of Wednesday, probably dropping back to around 8 or 9. In the north, probably seeing temperatures around 5 or 6. And just a fresher feel through the course of the day on Wednesday with sunny spells. By the end of the day, more rain could be starting to gather to the far southwest. And then low pressure moves northwards and eastwards across the country on Thursday. So we take outbreaks of probably quite heavy and persistent rain across England and Wales and move them northwards into Northern Ireland and southern Scotland. On the northern edge of that rain, I wouldn't completely rule out the chance of some snow, would you believe, over the highest hills of the Pennines and the southern uplands, but it'll be mostly cold rain down at low levels. And as I say, quite a wet day away from central northern Scotland, where we will stay dry. Temperatures in the south after a relatively cool start will lift up to become very mild again, up to around 12 or 13 degrees, perhaps in Cornwall by the end of Thursday afternoon. In the north, it will be a little bit colder, 4 or 5 degrees only across Scotland, and perhaps a chance of a frost across the far north of Scotland on Tuesday night. Move through into Friday, and that low pressure gets out of the way. We're under a ridge of high pressure. However, the next low is winding itself up out to the Atlantic. So Friday starts off mainly dry. The last of the rain clears away overnight Thursday into Friday. Friday starts mostly dry with sunny spells. Could be a bit on the cold side, maybe a ground frost in places. And for England and Wales, mostly dry day with sunny spells, turning wet and windy though through the course of the afternoon across Scotland and Northern Ireland. Temperatures lifting back up in the north. It becomes mild again with temperatures around 10, 11, 12 degrees in the northwest. A little bit cooler though down in the southeast. Next weekend, unsettled. Saturday looks very mild. Further outbreaks of rain, particularly in the north and the west. Sunday, we take rain across the country and bring in a rather cooler and fresher, but also showery westerly wind with some sunny spells. Despite the unsettled weather, it will be mild next weekend as well. So finally, these are the charts and weather outlook. Plenty of dry weather around today, but some rain in the far northwest. Into tomorrow, again, the emphasis is mostly on dry weather away from the far northwestern corner. Band of rain moves across the country on Monday, quite light and patchy down in the south, heavier further north. Then we go into this exceptionally mild day on Tuesday, when we're bringing in the air from the Bahamas, somewhere like that, in the central part of the tropical Atlantic. And then Wednesday, when we get rid of that exceptionally mild air, it turns a little bit cooler and fresher, particularly across the northern parts of the country. Some rain down in the southwest. It'll be very windy around middle part of the week as well. Thursday, quite widely wet, turns very mild again down in the south, a little bit cold in the north. Could be some hill snow across parts of southern Scotland, perhaps on Thursday. And then Friday, we have a drier day and temperatures become a little bit closer to average once again. So, in summary, well, it's going to be rather changeable, be mixed. There's going to be a fair amount of dry weather, though, in the south until the middle part of the week anyway. Rain at times in the north, quite windy, gales around Tuesday, but Tuesday is our exceptionally mild day. It turns a little bit colder in the second half of the week, especially so up in the north, and there will be more widespread rain around on Thursday. Drier day for Friday. Unsettled conditions continue into next weekend. But despite it all, at least it will be mild. We'll be back later on with your week to 10-day video update, including all of the regular features. That'll be on the homepage later on this afternoon, so come back for that then. That's all for now, though, and thanks for watching.